I used to be the CEO of Trilux Technologies Incorporated. They
Oh,
manufacture radioactive lights for military and police. You ever heard of Trigicon?
uh-uh.
Um, we were their biggest competitor.
Oh shit.
They stayed in the gun sight business, and we moved to the which we were already in it in anything like the business I worked for. The sister company SRB Technologies, they made tritium exit signs and things. They're the founders of it. But there was more money in that than there was in the gun sight thing, so they decided to go solely on just the gun sight stuff,
I
or
see.
not gun sight stuff. I said that right backwards. They do like personal markers, military markers, exit signs. In their other countries, they do everything from like fishing lures and things like that as well. All kind of crazy stuff. Okay, this test will simulate the same thing I'm streaming here as I just done a few minutes ago. Um, what I'm doing here is this is the old damage status effects, and this way you can get an idea here. So I'm at full health here, got bandages, and I got food, but I'll show you the way the old status effect would do. So pretty much the same thing. And we take the hit. You can see the white flash there. You can see how everything's faded now. The colors are fading fast. You can see this would already be a nightmare to play, and we're not even in the red yet. This is just yellow. This is why a lot of people had the headaches and things like that playing Arma, because of the way the status effect would be. You can see how bright the rooms are, like this wall. You can't even make it out anymore. We're only in 4,000 now. Okay, so I've stopped the bleeding. You can see how bright white things are. I can't even make hardly the textures out on this. And I'll show you when you move around in the town how hard it. You can see when you look at the floor. I'll show you how some of this stuff. You can see the HDR and the contrast reflecting and stuff. This is where I was talking about. You get these real bright whites. You can see it dimming and going up. This is what gives you headaches. I'll show you in the hospital as well. So in the hospital, you can see how bright the floor. When you look at the walls, you can see just how bad these things are. You can see what I mean by how it can make your head hurt. Areas like the steps, like this, where you got full white. So you can see like here, these areas, these are the things like I'm saying where you get the big reflections off of them. some areas you look up and it'll get. You can see how much brighter. You can see what I mean there with the reflecting. You'll see it's like a pulse. It's almost like a light pulsating when you see darker and lighter areas, and that's what causes your head to hurt really bad as well. You can see in the supermarket when you go in the supermarket, and this is the improved supermarket. The old supermarket you couldn't even hardly go in because the walls would get like here. You can see just how bright. This is giving you a good idea. I mean, you can see just the floors. I mean, pretty much white out right there. The only thing you can really do to kind of counter that is run with shadows. Shadows is an improvement. You can see the improvements shadows give, so this is why some people run with the shadows. The problem with shadows cuts into, you can see just in this little part here how much the FPS drops. And remember, I have the ability, so if we was to go to normal, you can see here, I'll come out and look. So I'm hitting around 23 FPS. This is normal ARMA. With my CQC boost, I can actually get it into a playable FPS with shadows, but it's just better just to kill the whole process altogether. This concludes the test. Here you can actually see, but yeah, there's the problem.
Dun, dun, dun.
Exactly. Not many people run with the shadows.
Hey, Irving.